start our proceeding tonight. And I invite us all to stand as we invite God's presence with us. Because in everything we do, we should give God praise and thanks. Let us pray. Our Father in heaven,
Fitzpatrick, Fitzpatrick, give me prayer.
Hallelujah. Let's pray. Oh Lord and oh God, we continue to give praise and thanks to you, Lord, because you are the one that designed this moment in time, oh God. You selected us, Lord. You've chosen us to be here, oh God. You blessed us with life, Lord. For this very reason, this very purpose, oh God, as we celebrate today, Lord, with our dear brother, oh God. Lord, tonight we come and, oh God, we just entrust everything into your hands, oh God, because we know that you're God and you're in control. So, Lord, saturate this atmosphere and let your will be done. In Jesus' name, amen.
you have your seat, please. Commander of Region 7, Senior Superintendent Leon Moore, Officer in charge of crime, Mr. Henry, Inspector Henry, Officer in charge of traffic, ASP Griffith, inspectors, other ranks, special invitees, not forgetting the man that we are here to celebrate with, Deputy Superintendent of Police and our Deputy Commander, Mr. Oswald Pitt. Good evening, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, as I welcome you this evening to this bittersweet occasion, we are here to bid farewell to someone who is a wonderful person, someone who have been an integral part of this organization, that is the Guyana Police Force, for quite some time. Although we are sad to see him go, we are also excited for the new opportunities that lies ahead of him. And that someone is no other than Mr. Oswald Pitt. Today we wish to make this day a memorable one for you, sir. I would like to give you a brief history of Mr. Oswald Pitt. Mr. Pitt would have joined the Guyana Police Force on the 29th of March 1990. That is 33 years ago. He was given the regulation number 14804, and throughout that 33 years, he would have climbed the ladder from corporal. He was promoted to corporal on the 30th of June 2003, and to sergeant on the 1st of January 2005. Inspector on the 1st of January 2007, the 1st of December, 2007, ASP on the 1st of July 2017, and Deputy Superintendent of Police on the 1st of January 2001. That is a great accomplishment. 2021, sorry. That's a great accomplishment when you are a member of the Guyana Police Force to meet such a great level. He worked at Region 2, General Duty, Traffic, Region 1, Region 9, Region 10, Region 8 as Deputy Commander, Region 7 currently is Deputy Commander. He also worked at the DPP Chamber as a prosecutor, and he worked at Bartik also as OC and prosecutor also. So put your hands together for such a wonderful Yes. So that's just to give you a brief history of Mr. Pitt's accomplishment in the Guyana Police Force. He did not see it fit to just lay back idly, and just go through the police force. He would have studied, he would have worked hard. And I must tell you, he's a man of great discipline. Can't make joke with Mr. Pitt. When the time is slip, so it's problems with you and me. And I would have learned so much from him. And I must say, whatever I would have learned from Mr. Pitt, I will try my best to maintain my discipline at all times. With that being said, I'm going to open the floor for persons to come and, express yourself, tell Mr. Pitt what you have to tell him, and wish him all the best. All right, so who will be the first to lead in this craft work? Yes.
Good night, everyone. Tonight I want to say congratulations to Mr. Pitt. And why I'm saying congratulations is not that many of us in the Guyana Police Force have reached this stage, right, to retire. Some of us followed before certain things happened. So tonight I want to say congratulations to you, Mr. Pitt, and also I wanted to say that I wish you luck in anything or the road you would try to take from here. Tonight I want to say congratulations and happy retirement.
Thank you, Mr. Crawford. Anybody else? Floor is open. Please don't be shy. Yes.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Deputy Commander Region 7, Mr. Pitt, I'd like to wish you all the best on your future endeavors. And a lot of you guys might not know, or Inspector just stated that Mr. Pitt joined the police force in 1990. I was born in 1992, right? And a little story is, I have known Mr. Pitt since I'm going to nursery school. I grew up calling Mr. Pitt Uncle Pitt. He's a very, very, very close family friend. And it gives me much pleasure to know I'm here to celebrate his retirement tonight. And again, I wish him all the best on his future endeavors and happy retirement, Mr. Pitt. Uncle Pitt.
Yes, let's keep rolling. We already had a late start. Horses have to work in the morning.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, let me apologize for this outfit. I actually thought this occasion was a very informal one because I know Mr. Pitt is a very easygoing person. So please, my apologies, except I'm in this outfit. Why I'm in this outfit? Now, I'm the mayor. I'm accustomed to wearing the new wardrobe, the long sleeve short and the... So now I'm feeling so happy and free wearing back my short pants and this shirt. So once again, my apologies. Like Mr. Mr. Backus said, it's a bittersweet occasion. And I know after spending so much years in the Guyana Police Force, Mr. Pitt is now going to leave part of his life that he spent and sacrificed to reach this stage as a deputy commander. And more so, having built so many bridges through his career, whether it's inside the force or outside the force. And I know whatever legacy Mr. Pitt is going to leave behind, I know it's a very great and good legacy. Because for the time I've met Mr. Pitt in and out of Bartico, I find Mr. Pitt a very easygoing, quiet person, but they say easy snakes bite hard. But I respect that because the force is disciplined, very disciplined. So you have to execute and lead by example. So Mr. Pitt, a few weeks ago, myself and Mr. Pitt has had a discussion because he told me that he's going on pre-retirement leave. And I said, Mr. Pitt, pre-retirement leave? You're still young. But when Mr. Pitt told me the age, I said, oh my God, you work reserve. You still have so many years ahead of you. So he has some plans that he spoke to me about, and I wouldn't disclose. It's between myself and Mr. Pitt, but I want to wish him all the best in his future endeavor. And I know life ahead of you holds so many gifts and hopes and aspirations. And continue to take with you the discipline that you've brought to the force and that you're leaving the force with. I know Commander Dion Moore is going to miss you a lot because I know you work well together. And to have somebody like you leaving at such a time, I know it would be a challenge. But nevertheless, I know Commander Dion Moore could very well be supported by somebody similar to your nature. So, Mr. Pitt, your resignation doesn't mean that your life journey finished here. There's so much out there, but first and foremost, remember the Almighty God. He has kept you thus far and continue to hold on to His love, His mercy, and His grace that was bestowed upon your life. So once again, your journey, happy retirement. Thank you.
I'm tempted to. Good night, everyone. My first interaction, Mr. Pitt, I was stationed in Madhya a few years ago as a corporal. I think he was an inspector. Normally, wherever you're stationed, when you hear a new OC's coming, everybody tries to find out how this OC operates, We likes, what he dislikes, so on and so forth. But we all heard, as the MC had said, Mr. Pitt is a disciplinarian. So everybody in Madhya had heard about this. So everybody on the P's and Q's in anticipation of Mr. Pitt's arrival. So when he arrived, came with the pace, as you say, and so on and so forth. So sometime shortly after his arrival, myself, I was in charge of CID there. And some ranks went out into the background, unbeknownst to Mr. Pitt, or without informing him. And I think I told him the story sometime recently. And whilst in the background, somebody called us a bike. They're red with your name. Well, this is fresh air. So I told the ranks under my command on the patrol, I said, "Boy, you gotta find something and some reason coming out here without informing Mr. Pitt." Luckily, we were able to find a shotgun, I think it was. And our reason for leaving without informing him was redeemed, because I came and I explained to him, I said, "Look, boss, we got this information for the moment and we had to react right away." He said, regardless, a short text or a call would suffice in that moment. I say this little story to say that Mr. Pitt is not a hard person to get along with. Though he might be a disciplinarian, I think he taught me in that moment there that communication is key. And that's something I brought along with me since then into this job. And that's one thing I'll take away from my experience with Mr. Pitt. So in saying so, I want to bid DSC Pitt farewell from this organization. I do wish him all the best in all his future endeavors, and may he prosper in the next step going forward. Him leaving, as I said, he was my neighbor, so I ain't gonna say anything for it.
That's the ceremony in the form of Inspector Bacchus or Community Relations Officer, Honorable Mayor of the Township of Bartico, Mr. Anthony Murray, officers, inspectors at ranks, members of our community policing group, station management committee, other stakeholders, special invitees, Pastor Fitzpatrick, and the man of the moment, Oswald Pitt. Retirement is just a pit stop from the Guyana Police Force. No person who will ever retire from the police force has ceased from thinking as a police. The amount of years you spent as a policeman, the learning, the experience, the knowledge you gain, it remains with you and it guides you along the path towards any journey that you choose to undertake. Oswald Pitt, I've known you, I think, the first day I arrived at Bartica in the year 2011. It was in August. And when I first saw you, you were in uniform with a peculiar outward tummy, looking all well dressed up, eager to work. And I recall vividly, you handed me 2 keys. So these 2 keys are the keys to your quarters. And you left for the back down almost immediately. I had to stumble a little, pick up the pieces, and commence my task. Shortcut. Within a short period thereafter, you choose to drive all the way to Linden through the form of a further posting. After that, I don't think we ever had any working experience throughout 2011 all the way to 2022. But however, during those years, we were in constant contact and discourse. Several times we will stop maybe at the officer's mess and have a little chat. You may share your experience with me, and I do share some of the experience that I have with you. But I do know, just like 2 other speakers said, you are very easy to get along with. It's just a matter of being disciplined, respectful, and courteous. Like everyone would have said, yes, Oswald Pitt loved to ensure that discipline is a hallmark. Sometimes he would say to me, I'm studying if we could use the term, Chief, I feel like, kill this Ramchino. I said, Pitt, if you kill them, then me and you have to do the work by yourself. I said, let us press and then ease. If you press all the time, you're gonna crumble. So I said, all right, Chief, all right. But they're listening. So, Pitt, if they're listening together, call them one by one and talk to them. But it all worked out well. We never actually got any loggerhead. We sit collectively, we discuss, we find ways and means and utilize strategies to ensure that the region is run effectively. You will be missed. I know that for sure, not just by me, but the ranks and several members of not this committee, but several committees and the country as a whole. I want to say thanks not just to you, but to your family who would have endured all the time. They allowed you to walk away from home and made that sacrifice. I want to express thanks to them. Many days they had to endure pressure because duty calls. Many times you go home, you may receive a call, you have to try your best to reach back quickly, and they had to make a sacrifice. So it's not just about the sacrifice that you would have made, but the sacrifices that your family would have made. And I know for sure that we'll be happily waiting to receive you in open arms. I know the Almighty will continue to bless, guide, and protect you through the journey. It wasn't an easy road, and the road ahead should be easier because you're going there with lots and lots of experience. The ranks at region number 7, they will truly miss you. For 95% of the good things that you did for them, and 5% of the indifferent things that you did not get to do. Oswald Pitt, happy retirement, and may the Almighty continue to bless you along the path that you choose. On behalf of the ranks of region number 7, I want to wish you all the best in life endeavor. Thank you.
I would like to say a happy retirement, Mr. Pitt, and all the best for the future endeavors. I know you might be off from Bartico. I know you have things here and friends here. So you're free at any time to call for any assistance and we'll be giving out to you. Right? Thank you, Mr. Pitt. Happy retirement.
All right, we're gonna take 2 more persons, and then we're gonna have Mr. Pitt respond.
Good night, everyone. On behalf of myself and family, and on behalf of CPG, I would like to say happy retirement to Mr. Pitt. Indeed, he has been a very easygoing person, and he's not a person that anyone would don't understand. We understand him well, and he is a very outspoken, very what our Inspector Bacchus has said. He's a person with a personality that you would want to follow, and a character then that you would want to live up to. Because reaching this time and this part here is that he has worked and gained. I feel that it's a very what must I say? It's a part where each and everyone would have wanted to meet in life, right? So sometimes when you work, sometimes you feel that you would want to meet this part here of retirement. But some of us fall out, as what Mr. Inspector said. Some of us fall out, some of us get tired, some of us, never make it to retirement. So I want to say congratulations, Mr. Pitt. I know we will miss you as CPG members because you work along with us so well. When we call upon you, you're always there. And you never miss a call, or you never said, okay, I will call you back, but you're always there to answer every call and work with us hand in hand. So I know that CPG members is going to miss you, and we are going to miss you from here because, from time to time, we call on you and you always be at our side. So congratulations, Mr. Pitt, and happy retirement, and I hope from this chapter ends here, you start with a fresh one and go ahead. Life is not end here, right? It does not end here. So we all wish you the best and take every opportunity, and God bless you.
Thank you. So we're gonna take 1 more person, and then Mr. Pitt will come and say something. If there is no one else. So the first presentation will be done by Corporal Tennessee.
I just told him that he told me he was wearing white tonight.
So on behalf of Mr. Pitt, Thank you, Miss Tennessee and Sergeant Williams, represent you with this.
Mr. Pitt, in recognition of your 33 years of dedication and commitment to the Guyana Police Force, we thank you. I present you with this plaque from the Commander and Staff of Region Division No. 7.
Well done, well done. Yes, so the man of the moment will come and say a few words.
Good evening, everyone. Honorable Mayor of Barticle, Mr. Anthony Murray, Commander of Region 7, officers, other ranks Region 7, members of the Community Policing Group, special invitees, like Mr. Bacchus has said, he's invited me to the mic to say a few words, and a few I will say. Forgive me if you expect more than a few. I'm not a good speaker, so I'll try to be brief. I must say thank you, Mr. Bacchus, also for the introduction. The bittersweet moment, as he said. It is, I have worked in the Guyana Police Force for almost over 33 years, yes. My tenure is a wonderful one, because I haven't completed my services yet. It wasn't my intention to become a policeman, first of all. I have never seen myself being a policeman as a youngster just rounded from Borbis High School in Amsterdam. I recall that I was accompanying my mother was taking me to Georgetown from New Amsterdam, and we were walking through Coburg Street where Central Police Station is located. And she saw a crowd of people by the station. Like every mom, have an inquiring mind, or some people that say, what people say, the inquisitive. She saw a gentleman in front and asked, excuse me, sir, is what happening there? And he was willing to say, oh, we have recruitment for police. How old is this young sir? He can join the force. And she held my hand and said, you here? You here? I said, I want to join, I want to turn up police. Because of course, I just finished school and was now getting some freedom to run around New Amsterdam, thief people mango, you know, and the works. But friends, don't want to turn up police. So when we say, be going to Georgetown, you're writing this test tomorrow? They say, yes, I'll be quarantined. She said, good, tomorrow morning. Jesus, cut me the final blood. We went to Georgetown the following morning. Early she woke me, gave me money and sent me straight up the quarantine. Go and write the test. Like the obedient child, I went, wrote the test, and they gave me the results right there. So you will hear from us. So I received some information to travel to Ipleri, and there it was. I was sworn in as a young police in 1987. At that time, the regulation number was 13830. Still having some of the violence in me, I worked around Georgetown, Linden, went to Ituni, and I don't know if any of you know Ituni, but it's a place where logging is one of the main source of income. Another time, police every truck that go into Ituni have to stop at the station and say what's the business there. So when the truck comes, you hear we come for Bailag, the police force will be employed. You gotta go and help fetch wood, load the truck, and you're getting $300, which is very close to one salary. So I went into the interior and I fetched wood in the police uniform and got it destroyed. So when I was transferred to Kokwani, I had no uniform to go to Kokwani. So I thought it best resign. So I wrote my resignation then in 89, early 89. Went into the bush, fetched wood, cut wood, do a lot of stuff. But then, realizing that that's not for me, I left Ituni, went back to Borleys, went back to Ivlery. I was reinstated and got the number 14802 and posted to Region G Division, then G Division, which is Region 2 now. So I worked along there in the general duty section, traffic. And while in traffic, I was selected to attend the prosecutor's course, which I did, successfully completed, and was then promoted to corporal, in charge of station, promoted to sergeant like Mr. Bacchus had said, and then sent to the magistrate's court because I was trained on the 1-year prosecutor's course. And I commenced prosecuting in G Division in Anne Regina, Surrey, Charity, Wakenham, like one magistrate's course. The lone prosecutor for G Division. So I did my tour there and was posted to Bartico in 2009. And thereon, like Mr. Bacchus has said, promotion in different areas in the country and so on. So I had a wonderful time. I had made some friends, made some enemies, jailed a few persons. I recall one person that I jailed right in Bartik. I met him in Albertstown a few years ago at a breakfast shop, and he was like, I looked at the guy, I said, "Hey, okay, I know you." He had a scar on his face then. So he said, "You know me, no? You know me? Did you make I get this?" "Yes, in jail." "You see where you're there now?" "Well, as a disciplinarian, I got a very short fuse also." So when he said to me, "You see where you're there now?" I said, "Yeah, I know where there. Bring it on." Calm down, because I was ready, and I left the shop and I got away. But that is something that comes with the job. You have to be tolerant if you need to move forward, if you need to serve this public. You need to deliver quality service to members of the public. Discipline is very important. It starts with you. Your house has to be clean before you can go out there and clean anywhere else. And that is something that I always put forward to the ranks. I am quite sure that the ranks in Region 7 now can safely say that each time I come to the inquiry's office, I would identify their shortcomings and give them advice. I am happy to have been a member of the police force, even though it wasn't my first job, like I said. It had done me well, and I would advise anyone to be a member of the force, invite your family to join the force. Learn the work, do the work, serve the public. Like I've said, I have met some friends, met some enemies, made some enemies. The ranks in Region 7, I'm happy to have worked with you. More so, Commander Region 7, Senior Superintendent Moore. Correct, as you had explained how we've met and where we worked and what went on while we weren't working together. It was a pleasure working with you, sir. I have learned from you. I know there are times when you could have thrown some punches, you know, because the Bible says he who is without sin cast the first stone. So despite everyone is saying Mr. Pitt is this player, I got faults too. So thanks to Mr. Moore for holding back when those times would have crossed his mind to throw punches. The division, I can say, have some wonderful runs. It is only for them to put their act together, and I'm quite sure they will deliver quality service, continue to deliver quality service in this region. Members of the community policing group, I'm happy to have met you. I urge you to continue to serve as community policing members. Yes, I know that the service is free, but there is some blessings that will come your way. Just have faith. I have my little nephew that made certain mentions and so on. I'm happy that you're here. You've given me certain support in time of need. There are some other members of this community that when called upon that would have given me certain support. And those support were was received in time of need and made us a better organization. It made us realize that we cannot do it all by ourselves. We have to depend on members of the public. I live with the ranks in the region. Remember, policing is a job, you have life thereafter. What you don't like for yourself, don't do to others. Remember that as much as you're here dealing with members of the public here has a relative who are in the organization where your relative might be also. And you want them to face similar persecution that you may deliver upon them. So let us be careful how we serve. We're here to serve and protect while maintaining law and order. We depend on each other. Hands in gloves and we'll get the job done. I hadn't foresee this preparation, this arrangement this evening. It was until yesterday when I was told about it. It caught me by surprise, like I indicate, that certain things I wasn't prepared for. I had certain requirements on hand. But I'm grateful, I'm thankful for the initiative. And like I said, Commander Moore, congratulations on your leadership. Continue to lead, and I urge your ranks to follow where you go. Thank you, everyone, my friends who have supported me, all those who work with me. Thank you for coming out tonight and making this location a wonderful location. I'm happy that you're here to celebrate with me. When I go, I will not go forgetting you. And tonight is not the end of the journey for me. Long life I will live and enjoy because of you. Thank you very much, everyone.
Well said, Mr. Pitt. Well done. Well done in your 33+ years in the Guyana Police Force. You would have done the Guyana Police Force well and you would have served with distinction. So we can have a sticking up the cake, Hauser, Mr. Lord. All right, then, as we wrap up tonight's program, I'd like to once again thank you all for being here. There is lots to eat and drink, so please do feel free to partake of as we celebrate with Mr. Pitt. Do have a blessed evening, one and all. Thank you.